What is up, guys? Welcome back to one of our biggest adventures. Me and John have finally landed here. We are over in Santa Ana, California, and on our way to Disneyland for our first trip. So if you guys are excited as we are, make sure you stick around. There's going to be lots and lots of videos. Follow us on Facebook for more pictures, and here we go. Alright guys, we have officially made it. Today we're going to be hitting Disneyland. Tomorrow we'll be hitting Disney California Adventure. We are officially through security screening. Now we are going to make our way into the actual park and let the fun begin. And we are in. So first things first, we're gonna make our way over to the Haunted Mansion. We grabbed a virtual queue, but somehow John and his magic touch got us boarding group 11, which ended up boarding a long time before we even jumped off of the airplane. So we're gonna go over here and see if they can make some magic happen, and if not, we'll go figure out what the plan is from there. You can see right here at the very beginning, they got the giant Mickey pumpkin. Everyone's lining up, getting their photos with it. You can see right here in front of us, got the castle there in the middle. Not quite as majestic as the one down in Disney World, but this is the OG. Alright guys, so we're heading our way into Adventureland. Got the Enchanted Tiki Room on the left here. And honestly, I really have no idea where we're going. I know it just has a big giant loop. Got pirates right here on the left side, and then we're gonna make our way over to Haunted Mansion. I think it's just a little bit further around this way. Oh, so I was wrong. This is the Jungle Cruise. That is not pirates, my mistake. Indiana Jones sitting at a 60-minute wait. I can't see what the wait time is on Jungle Cruise. Yeah, I don't even know what the heck this thing is. It's a big old
Robinson Treehouse.
Oh, that's what it is. Now we know. You got pirates right here on the left. Told you it was just a little bit further ahead on the path here. So we are also here. It is Monday. It's just a little bit after 12, I believe. Yeah, 12:22, and it's fairly crowded. Don't know if that's going to increase or decrease as the day goes on. Kids should be in school. I don't know if they've started yet this way. Good news, we are able to still use our virtual queue. Bad news, we got to go to the back of this long line here. Trying to find the end of it. I think it's about right here.
I think this is it. Are you the end of the line?
So theirs isn't quite open yet, but you can see they've got their Tiana's Bayou being built. And we are moving and grooving our way through the queue here. You can see this is the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. And I do believe this is actually going to be my first time ever riding any style of a Haunted Mansion ride here or at Disney World. Alright guys, first ride down, got to jump onto the Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay, which was really neat to see the Nightmare Before Christmas on it. Now if you do want to get into this ride, you do have to sign up for the virtual queue, which you get 2 opportunities throughout the day to get it. There is no actual standby for the Holiday Haunted Mansion. Yeah, so we ended up stopping off and getting a churros. The legend has it that the Disneyland churros are the best churros.
Right, for my first little and then I think she drove in like all the
Tastes burnt.
Yeah, there's tiny, that's what she grew up.
mean, it's good. Crispy. I don't know. It's a churro. I don't know the giant hype on it. It's good. Maybe next time I go to Disney World, I'll try another churro from down there and do the comparison, but it's good. Just not something I'd stand in a long line for. We are now crossing under the castle. Now, one of the cool things about this castle, though, is that you can actually go through this one down at Disney World. You have to get a very special invite to stay in Cinderella's suite, but this one, you can actually tour the entire castle. Alright guys, so we just ended up getting off of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and that title speaks for itself. That was a wild ride. There was so much going on in that thing, but that was awesome. Alright guys, so we just got off of the Snow White ride, which is different than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train over in Magic Kingdom. Now we are making our way over to the Storybook Land canals. So this one, you can see these little boats have their own little skippers. Looks like they loaded up all the way around the outer edges of it. So you will be grouped up with other families unless you've got a large party of your own. So something to keep in mind.
We're the SF Cinderella today. Now just a few friendly reminders before we start our story that for your safety, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And parents, please keep an eye on any else children to our story that has taken an unexpected turn. Now, most people will travel the stories through the pages of their books, but when doing so in person, the message is more magical or even menacing. However, as I like to say, when there's a whale, there's a way. And while it may seem like we're being swallowed by the jaws of monster the whale, the very same whale that swallowed Pinocchio. Don't worry, friends, he's simply helping to transport us into the magical world of Storybook Land. Now we begin as all good stories do with once upon a time, so there was a big bad wolf who lived in the cave coming up on our left. He's always chasing after the three little pigs, but don't worry, they live safely across the way in their three houses. One made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of 100% guaranteed wolf proof brick. And just around the river bend, our story is already taking quite a strange turn. And coming up on our left-hand side, you'll soon see a quaint English village where a little girl named Alice lived. One golden afternoon, she decided to follow the white rabbit down the rabbit hole, and down she fell into Wonderland, where things only became curious and curious there. But if Wonderland isn't your cup of tea, look no further than the second star to your right, and you'll see London Park, where Peter Pan and the darling children first took flight. With faith, trust, and pixie dust from Tinkerbell, they were all off to Neverland, where they would never ever have to grow. And just one jump ahead is the city of Agrabah and the very same marketplace where a street rat named Aladdin first stole the heart of Princess Jasmine. So the two are from two different worlds with the help of their friends Abu, Carpet, and Genie. True love prevailed and they lived happily ever after in the Sultan's palace.
I already had it on both of our phones. Wow, it's beautiful.
Love blooms in places like these, just like the roses that bloom in the golden archways above us. In fact, these are the very same archways that Jasmine and Aladdin went soaring over, under and sideways through on their magic carpet ride to a whole new world. And while these stories have their pages full of hope and light, they have their pages of mystery as well, such as the Cave of Wonders, which is home to many treasures, including a magical lamp, which is the home of an all-powerful genie. Now the legend has it, those who free the genie from his lamp are granted 3 wishes, but maybe if we make a wish right now, it might even come true.
Right there. Here's the lamp.
Snow White wished for a safe place to stay after fleeing from their mother, the evil queen, and came across the cottage on the page to our right, home of the 7 dwarves, who granted her shelter in exchange for her kindness. On the page to our left, Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but was forbidden to do so by her wicked stepmother. Thankfully, her fairy godmother was there to grant her wish, and she danced the night away with her Prince Charming until midnight, when her carriage turned back into a pumpkin that
Hey,
could
look
be
at
seen
the
on the
castle up
hillside
there.
today.
Up there. Wow.
Now, while magic might have its limits, thankfully, true love did not, as Cinderella and her prince were reunited and they lived happily ever after.
That's Cinderella's castle. See the pumpkin. That's Jasmine's castle.
The wishes here in Storybook Land are often inspired by dreams, such as the dreams one may have when they're falling asleep amongst rolling hills of patchwork plants, just like the ones on our left-hand side, inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphonies cartoon, Lullaby Land. There's magic everywhere here in Storybook Land, all the way down to our miniature plants, as they are all real. However, thanks to the help of Tinkerbell and her pixie dust, they will never grow up and will continue to stay this little forever. Now, I've heard some stories about some pretty bad drivers, but none of them as terrible as J. Thaddeus Toad, whose manor we are approaching on our left-hand side. We could try and knock, but it doesn't look like he's home from. Mr. Toad is usually elsewhere in Fantasyland, off on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. And just past their hall is the kingdom of Arendelle, where Kano sits across the frozen shores. A pair of merlins, Sir Anna and their friends always sit off and stand like Christopher love to thaw a frozen heart. Meanwhile, in our alpine village across the way, Woodclover Geppetto, someone a starbird hoping to become a real boy. After Pinocchio saved them both from the dog and monster, the whale, the visionary was more than happy to make their dreams come true. And our final story begins when a little mermaid named Ariel traded her fins for a pair of lights, and took her first shaky steps on land to become a part of our world. So her story ends on land, to our right in Princess, and to land and sea. It begins to our left, where behind our water volume, as represents of Atlantica, our bottles in Triton, our fishing friends, Starburns, and Oxford. And as we close the final chapter in our story with a approach to the dock, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, and fingers inside of the boat until we...
Alright, so we just wrapped up the Storybook Canals. That was actually a pretty cool little ride. It's got two sides of the boat that it sets you on, and there are little displays all around the little river there, so I think you'd have to ride that at least twice to get both sides of the boat so you get the full story of it, because you'll be looking one way and then something will shoot off and be behind you, and it's really hard to see while you're looking at the other thing. So that's a ride you can easily do twice. Take your little kids on it, the adults. It was actually really cool.
I enjoyed it.
We're walking now past the OG Small World.
It's a small world after all.
And you can thank John for now having that song stuck in your head.
You're welcome.
Next stop, look like it's gonna be Mickey's Toontown. Population just keeps on changing. And then instant, look right there. Look how awesome they do that. A little backdrop just immerses you in the experience. You couldn't even tell that you were literally just smack dab right in the middle of the city, just beyond that little set of mountains is motels, shops, houses, all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna come over this way. We're gonna check out Roger Rabbit's cartoon. We're gonna see what the wait time is on it, because it doesn't look like many people will stand outside of it. And sadly, it is temporarily closed. We might stick around here for just a few minutes. Maybe it'll pop back open here. So we're just out here exploring the park, trying to find our way into Galaxy's Edge. We've actually got an Oga's Cantina reservation at 3:30. So we're gonna make our way so we can be at least in the area and find our way. And I think we actually may have found it finally.
Found it.
If you haven't been here, do not make the mistake and go into Toontown thinking you can loop around. Toontown is a dead end. So check this out. Not sure what it is, but there's some kind of card game going on here. I guess you can just jump up and play some kind of cards against some of the cast members here. So we're stopping here at Ronto Roasters, so we're gonna grab us a Ronto wrap. And they got a Ronto Less Garden wrap, and then in the morning, you can also get a breakfast option, which is really good, which is just the sausage. It's got some eggs on it and cheese. This one's just gonna have the sausage, ranch, and some coleslaw, and we opted out of the coleslaw because you know my picky self, and we don't do all that. Well, hang on. Let's start talking. So me and John, we are actually going to attempt the single rider line here on Rise of Resistance. It's like a 50-minute wait. We have an appointment here at 3:30. Probably it's really loud. But we're going to check out the single rider line here on Rise of Resistance. We're going to meet up afterwards since we both rode it before. We're just here for the experience. We've already done it, so nothing too crazy. Alright, really don't know what I was thinking earlier. We are on, not doing Rise of the Resistance, but we are on Smuggler's Run, the Millennium Falcon ride.
Permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños.
Flight engineers, repair test. Hit your flashing buttons. You'd better be faster when we get into real trouble. Right, pilot? Push the flashing button to take off.
Alright, so we just jumped out of Oga's Cantina, was walking by to go to the Matterhorn and seeing that Big Thunder is only sitting at a 25-minute wait, so we thought we might pop in here and check it out. We just jumped off of Big Thunder Mountain. It was fun. It was cool. Had a couple little small airtime hills. Nothing to write home about if you're used to like your big hypers and gigas. Probably not going to be your thrill-seeking style of roller coaster, but if you just want a fun family coaster, Big Thunder Mountain was really good. We are now going to venture our way over to the Matterhorn, see what the wait time's looking like on that. That is one of the very unique rides that they have over here that we would love to get ourselves on. But all day it's been sitting at least an hour wait, so hopefully by now it's gone down just a little bit from there. Now while we're here, they've got their own Sword in the Stone, so we're gonna take our attempt here and see what we can do with it. No. Now we're buff enough. We're gonna do it one-handed. You ready? Hiya! Hiya! We are not gonna do it, folks. Nothing. Let's see if John's got the magic touch.
Nope.
I swear, if that thing would have started lifting, I'd have pushed him over. Nope. We were not worthy today. We'll try again tomorrow. We're now waiting in line for the Matterhorn. We decided to jump in the single rider line since you really don't sit with each other anyway on this ride. You can see it's stacked one in front of the other. So we decided instead of waiting a 70-minute wait, we're going to shorten that a little bit and just do the single rider. Here's what I was talking about, how you set staggered like that. You go one right in front of the other, 3 per train. So doing a single rider line really isn't much of an issue because you do not have to sit next to a stranger, which isn't always a bad thing.
Attention, bobsled riders.
All right, everybody, say bye to John. We'll see him in just a little bit. He's gonna take the first adventure.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, okay. They say Big Thunder is the wildest ride in America. There is no way that's wilder than this Matterhorn. That was intense. Okay, so that was freaking awesome. Did it hurt? Yes. Was it fun? Amazing. That was incredible, but not for the faint of heart, not for the faint of body, because man, that will jerk you around, but really cool theming on that one. We are walking up on the Finding Nemo ride. So this thing is super unique where you actually get into a submarine. You can see it over there. And it submerges itself and goes around this track. If it's not too long of a wait, I would love to get on it. If it is, we can pass it.
Sorry.
As we venture our way through Tomorrowland, we're gonna come over here and check out Autopia, whatever it is, some kind of car ride. It said it's a 5-minute wait, and we'll see. See you can see the cars down here. You drive them yourself. They do have a little guideline in the middle of it, but you can bounce around. Some of the cars run the left side steering wheel. Some of them, depending on which track you're on, run the right side, like you're over in Europe. So you can choose either way. Maybe they choose it for you. Who knows? All right, guys. So we are loaded up. Hopefully the people in front of us actually drive pretty quick. Alright guys, so if you do end up getting on this ride, hopefully you don't get stuck behind somebody going slow, because it is not going to be a fun experience. That's gonna basically be about it. All right, guys, we have made our way into Walt's Tiki Room. So this is a show over Magic Kingdom as well, one that I have not ever seen. All kinds of new experiences over here on the West Coast.
1, 2, 3.
What is this, senorita? My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh, look at all the people. And welcome to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Hey, Michael, mi amigo, pay attention, it's showtime.
So it is. And what darling people I have sitting under me. Pierre, you rascal, you. Let's put on the show.
Mon ami, I am always ready, as you say, to put on the show. Oh, pardon, madame. That whistle was for my good friend, Fritz.
Ach, du Lieber, I almost fell out of my upper perch. Glad to see you.
Well, we are going to attempt our luck at jumping onto the Indiana Jones ride. It says a 45-minute wait, and it might end up taking that. Really cool themed queue, though. between the pillars, going into the temple up there. Oh, even that, you see it? Got cobras on the tree. So we just finished here on Indiana Jones, and that is the best ride we've done so far. Completely unexpected, won't ruin it for you. If you come out here to Disneyland, do not skip Indiana Jones. Definitely one of the coolest things here. Alright guys, it's been just a little bit. We've done a few rides since I last left you. We're now in line for Pinocchio, or Journey to Pinocchio, Journey of Pinocchio, something with Pinocchio.
This will be your new home.
Watch out!
So, you want a good time?
Pinocchio's home.
Alright guys, so that was Pinocchio's Great Adventure. I was completely wrong on that one. Probably not going to be able to see too much of the footage either. This one is a really hard camera to do dark rides on, but I will link John down below. His camera's updated and has a great nighttime shot, so you'll probably be able to see it a little bit better. So if you want a really good POV, jump over on his channel and he'll have it up there as well. Now, next part of our journey, actually almost to the end of the journey here, we're going to be grabbing us some dinner at the Blue Bayou. Now, this is a very unique restaurant. You actually sit inside of part of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But after this, we'll probably either maybe just walk around a little bit. Might try to catch one more ride, but I am dead beat, and I'd rather just head back to the motel and crash out, honestly. So we are done eating now at the Blue Bayou. On our way to the front of the park, we're going to stop in, hit the Jungle Cruise. It was a 5-minute wait. But if you guys haven't been here yet, the Blue Bayou, really cool atmosphere. You can see the Pirates ride portion there inside. The only thing that I would say I'd have to complain about is a very limited menu. There was only maybe 4 or 5 different entrees, a couple appetizers, and then that's really about it with the dessert. So if you want a wide selection, may not be the restaurant to choose, but if you want something with a really nice environment, that's a good spot to pick. So while we make our way out of the park here, I'll show you guys some of the lights down Main Street on our way to the front entrance. So finally on our way out, this is one of the actual characters in their Halloween costumes. But on that note, we came, we saw, we did a whole lot here at Disneyland for our very first visit over here. We will be back bright and early in the morning. 3 o'clock, we're going to jump parks. We're going to go to DCA. We're going to do the Oogie Boogie Bash event, which starts at 6 p.m. So that gives us 3 hours on that side of the park to kind of venture around, check it out, and hit some rides. So make sure you guys are sticking around, staying tuned. We got lots of content coming your way. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.